This is the Infinix Note 50 Pro 4G, and believe me when I say this smartphone brings flagship-like features to the mid-range segment. It offers an impressive package that makes you question why you'd have to spend more when some of these features are packed for less on this smartphone. Let's dive into what makes the Infinix Note 50 Pro stand out in the crowded smartphone space. Right from the start, the Infinix Note 50 Pro impresses with a generous unboxing experience that is becoming rare these days. Inside the box, you'll find the phone itself, a glass screen protector, a case with an embedded metal ring that helps in sticking the wireless charging pad to the back of the phone. It looks stylish and fits the aesthetic of the smartphone really well. Also, a Type-C headphone, something we hardly see these days, a USB-A to C cable, and lastly, a 90 watts charger. This level of accessory inclusion is refreshing in a time where some manufacturers are removing even basic chargers from their packages. Last year, Infinix included the wireless charging pad in the retail package as a standard, but with the Note 50 Pro, they've made it an exclusive pre-order bonus. You only get the 5000 milliamp wireless charger if you pre-order this device. Let's take a look at the overall build and materials on the Note 50 Pro. Infinix has clearly invested in the physical experience of this device. They've made some notable design changes with this smartphone compared to its predecessor. Last year's model featured a curved display, but the Note 50 Pro adopts a flat screen design. Just from looking at it, it feels and looks premium for the most part of it, mostly when you look at it from the frames and the display. Talking of the frames, Infinix said it's crafted from armor alloy, which is a combination of Damascus steel and aerospace grade aluminium, which basically makes it metal. I like the touch the metal frame adds to the device. It looks really good, and to an extent it looks like one of those newer Samsung series, judging from the frames. The Note 50 Pro is available in 4 different colors: a titanium gray, purple, black, and there's a racing edition in collaboration with BMW, which is what I have here. I'm not sure what the materials of the back panel is made of, but I'm leaning more towards plastic. It looks good and to an extent minimizes fingerprints smudges, but not completely. The Note 50 Pro strikes a good balance between being substantial enough to feel premium while remaining comfortable for daily use, though some users might find it quite chunky in the hand. You know how every recently released smartphone has a unique feature peculiar to it, like the one-tap button on the Tecno Camon 40? Well, the Infinix Note 50 Pro has its own. The sensor on the back is not just a notification light, it surrounds the health sensor, which I will talk more about later. To the display now, the screen size still remains the same from last year's model. It still rocks a 6.78-inch AMOLED display with 144Hz refresh rate, 1 billion color depth, and 1300 nits peak brightness, which is not so out of the ordinary around this price point. The 1080p resolution delivers sharp and detailed images, typically what you would expect here. The refresh rate is where Infinix stepped things up. It's not common at this price point. Everything from scrolling to social media and gaming feels buttery smooth, but as expected, is not supported on all apps. I'm not sure if I saw 144Hz here, but the 120Hz seems more consistent on this than its competitors. The vibrant colors and deep blacks of the AMOLED panel makes interacting with the display and content consumption enjoyable. The screen-to-body ratio is also impressive. You're getting an immersive viewing experience with minimal bezels, enhancing the modern look and feel of this device. I'm not sure the protection the front display on this device has because it was not specified and I couldn't find any info on it. We also get an under-display fingerprint scanner, which is snappy and unlocks at a decent rate. It is also IP64 rated. Now let's take a look at how the camera does for a moment. From the moment I came across the spec sheet, the camera felt like a downgrade to an extent. But the Note 40 Pro had a 108 megapixel main sensor. But when it comes to the images on the Note 50 Pro, there isn't any noticeable decline in camera performance. I would say this has a better image processing. At first glance, you're given an idea of a triple camera setup, but it's just dual cameras, a 50 megapixel main lens and an upgraded 8 megapixel ultra-wide lens. The 2 megapixel macro lens on the Note 40 Pro sadly did not make it here, and if you've been watching my reviews, you know I don't care about macro lenses on budget devices. They don't count as much. For selfies, there's a 32 megapixel front-facing camera. Photos from the main lens delivers good details and dynamic range in properly lit conditions. Low light performance, on the other hand, are merely adequate. Colors come out great and the scenes are well represented. Skin tone looks natural. The portrait mode does a great job separating the subject from the background. The ultra-wide lens provides versatility to the camera setup, but as expected, images take a noticeable step down compared to the main sensor. Night mode does a solid job in low light. It brightens up your shots, keeps the detail sharp, and cuts down on noise. Even in the dark, your photos still look clear and usable. Video capabilities top out at 2K at 30 FPS without image stabilization and 1080p at 60 FPS with image stabilization on. The overall camera system on this device represents a reasonable compromise at this price point, but it doesn't completely stand out. Under the hood, we get a very familiar chipset, the MediaTek G100 Ultimate. Almost every budget smartphone from $200 to $250 released in the last couple of months has this processor, which makes it a decent chipset for this smartphone. With the G100 powering this, it means the Note 50 Pro delivers solid mid-range performance. The CPU configuration handles almost everyday tasks with ease. It is also good at handling casual games, but as expected, the most demanding ones would need reduced settings for optimal performance. But overall, the gaming experience is okay, but keep in mind it is not a gaming smartphone. Day-to-day performance feels snappy thanks to the processor, ample RAM, and high refresh rate display. This offers an experience that is expected with its budget specs and price. What I have here is a 256 gig variant paired with 8 gig of RAM. I'm not sure if other variants would be making its way to the market, but from the specs, there should be a 12 gig variant. The lack of expandable storage might be a drawback for some, but 256 gig storage is generous for this price. Remember I talked about the sensor on the Infinix Note 50 Pro as a standout feature. This sensor on the back serves dual purpose, which makes it both functional and for aesthetics. For the aesthetics part, it is surrounded by RGB LEDs that provides lighting for charging indicators, notification, and quite a few other cases. You can either choose to leave it on or turn it off. More impressively, this sensor is a health monitoring tool, capable of measuring your heart rate and blood oxygen levels with just a finger press. While this reading shouldn't replace dedicated medical equipment for those with serious health concerns, they offer a convenient way to keep casual tabs on your vital signs throughout your day. This integration of health tracking functionality directly into the smartphone hardware gives the Note 50 Pro a practical advantage that competitors in this price range simply don't offer. Battery life is another substantial change on the Note 50 Pro. The 5200 mAh battery capacity easily delivers all-day usage even for heavy users, and when it's time to recharge, the included 90 watts fast charging takes you from empty to 100 in about 40 minutes, which is impressive even by flagship standard. Another standout feature that truly impresses is the Note 50 Pro's extensive wireless charging ecosystem. It is rare at this price point. This device supports 30 watts wireless charge tech. It doesn't stop there. It can also function as a charging pad itself through reverse wireless charging. And for even more flexibility, it offers 10 watts reverse wire charging to power other devices. This comprehensive charging suite shows that Infinix has chosen to continue investing in premium features without the premium price tag. But like I said earlier, the wireless charging pad only comes as a pre-order gift, but it is a great bonus if you do get one. The Note 50 Pro doesn't skimp on audio quality either. The dual stereo speaker setup is tuned by JBL and provides a balanced sound for media consumption. Listen to this. It sounds good, but let me know what you think about the audio quality in the comment section. The continuous absence of a headphone jack signifies that Infinix is not bringing it back to the Note series anytime soon, but thankfully there's a Type-C earpiece that comes in the package. Other connectivity options include an NFC sensor and infrared port for controlling appliances. The Note 50 Pro runs on Android 15 with Infinix XOS 15 skin on top. Infinix has promised 2 years major Android updates, which is decent but not class-leading for software longevity. XOS adds some useful features and customization options, and from the look of things, we get fewer bloatwares. The Note 50 Pro integrates several AI features that enhances user experience. The power button here serves as a dedicated AI button that provides one-tap access to Fallout, Infinix AI. You can easily switch that to Google Gemini or alternate between the two if you are into that. Now, Fallout has gotten an upgrade and you can choose Davido's voice among other voices for the voice prompts. I don't know, it kind of feels weird. I'm used to AI voices for these kind of things, but I'm sure Davido fans would love this.
I can certainly help you draft an email to your boss. To do so effectively, I need a little more information.
You can ask any question and get instant answers. There is also circle to search as expected. They implemented more AI-powered call features like call summary, real-time call translation, and also a noise cancellation feature. For productivity, the Note 50 Pro offers document-focused AI tools that can summarize lengthy text or documents, generate images, solve problems, and in the gallery there is the AI eraser tool for removing unwanted objects or people from background. There's an Infinix menu item in the settings where they are all neatly organized. Each feature is detailed and there are tutorials for most of them right there. You can go through them to better understand how they function. These AI features are identical to those on the Tecno Camon 40. They basically have the same AI features. This AI implementation would come in handy for users who work closely with their smartphone. This smartphone would cost you around 369,000 Naira or $230. For this price, it is safe to say that the Infinix Note 50 Pro delivers exceptional value. It clearly focuses on features that matter the most to consumers: display quality, battery life, charging speed, and the build quality, and some extras like wireless charging and health monitoring capabilities. While compromises were made in areas like processor choice to maintain a somewhat affordable price, and it won't satisfy those looking for the absolute best camera performance or gaming capabilities. But for everyday users who want a smartphone that feels premium without the premium price tag, the Infinix Note 50 Pro is a choice that is hard to fault. Normally, I would probably give you a more affordable option that packs similar specs and functionality. But right now, it is kind of hard to do that. But I might just make a video comparing the Note 50 Pro to Tecno Camon 40 Pro and Redmi Note 14 Pro. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that comparison video. But for now, that is it. Let me know what your thoughts are of the Infinix Note 50 Pro and if you think it's a good buy. Drop those thoughts in the comment section, leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one.